It's 6:36 in the morning. We're up early today to get the garage sale started. Hopefully everything goes well today. I brought some of my stuff over from my declutter. So we're gonna set everything out on the driveway and people should be coming in about an hour or so. Until my parents wake up, right now it's just me and my brother that's going to get started. This is the 13th annual community garage sale event in my parents' neighborhood, and it's hosted by the local realtor, and the start time for the sale was listed from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. But every time we do this, there's always those people that come super early. Like you can see, me and my brother were still barely setting up, but there's always just those couple of people that try to get there early to get the best possible thing or the best deal as possible. Some people show up and find something that they like. Other people saw that we were still setting up, so they said that they would come back later. Some people do, some people don't. It just really depends. You guys already know that I've been preparing for this sale for a couple of weeks. That's why I did my whole apartment declutter, just to see if I could find anything that was worthy of being sold today. So I packed up all those things that I decluttered that are sell worthy, and I brought them over here for the sale. And then we also have a mixture of other things from the garage that have been sitting there that we've also been holding on to for this sale. We've got a little bit of my nephew's items, we've got my brother's games, my mom's clothing, and a little bit of my dad's stuff as well. The garage sale that we had last year had a lot more stuff from the garage because that was still during one of the prime times that we were doing the declutter. So there was a lot more to get rid of, and over time we just have decluttered and donated. So there's really not a big pile for this sale today based on my parents' garage. Is it always like this morning in the morning?
Well, not lately, kind of.
June gloom is in full effect these days, and usually in the mornings, my family said that it starts off like this, especially super early in the morning where there's lots of mist and it's overcast. But usually it goes away and it doesn't last very long. But today was a different story, as you will see as we go through this video. We're in the middle of setting up and people have been showing up already. I'm like, we're not done. And it's still drizzling. But it's gonna get wet out here, so don't, if people ask about games, then bring that up.
Yeah. Or just put it right here. I'm good. Okay. I'm gonna say 100, but I can go lower than.
Okay. As I'm continuing to set up here, I'm wondering what you guys think about having yard sales or garage sales, as we call it here. Some people love them and love to participate in them. Other people think they're not worth it. I'm curious on what your thoughts are. Have you ever had a garage sale or a yard sale before? How did it go? Do you prefer them or not? I would just love to know what you guys think. In my opinion, whether a garage sale is worth it, it depends on numerous factors like what you're selling, your expectations, and also the effort you're willing to put in. Garage sales take a lot of time and effort. You need to sort through all your stuff, set up displays, advertise, and manage the actual event. Fortunately for us, we didn't have to worry about any of the marketing or advertising. That was all done for us, so that's why it was something that I felt like we could participate in. But everything else does require a lot of time and effort.
What's with this rain?
I know.
Let's get this over with.
Yeah, seriously.
Some video games. I like it.
Yeah.
Kill everybody. No, not that game. Not that game.
Yeah. There's also a chance to get some good earnings in a garage sale. It can be lucrative if you have items of value or things that are interesting for people to buy, but it's always important to remember that you're not going to get the same price that you paid for your items. At garage sales or yard sales, a lot of people sell for a fraction of the original price. Some people like to bundle things. And if you really want to get rid of all these items, you have to be willing to let things go for really cheap. Having a sale like this can also be a great way to engage with your community and meet your neighbors and maybe even make new friends, especially since this one is an actual community event. It's always nice to check out other homes. During this day of the sale, I didn't film this part, but occasionally we would switch off, me and my family, to go check out other sales and see what everyone has and then just kind of mingle with everyone on our street. And of course, there's always alternative options. If you don't want to deal with the hassle of a yard or garage sale, you can always consider through online platforms like eBay, Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace. These platforms can reach a larger audience and maybe even get better prices for your items, but that also requires time and patience and effort, which is a little bit different, but that can be worth trying too. Okay, so an update. It is 10:14 now, and it's pretty slow today. I think it's because of this weather. Definitely not helping at all. The sale is supposed to go from 8 to 1, but honestly, at this point, we don't think we're gonna be out here till 1. Maybe just be out here for another hour or so, and then start packing everything up and take things to the donations. Last year was definitely a lot more successful than this time around, so again, not really sure what happened. I thought this mist would stop by now, but it's been on and off all morning, so that definitely doesn't help. And we have some clothes out here and they've just been getting wet. We're still out here. We're still gonna try and see if anyone else comes. The street's pretty quiet and my camera is getting wet now, so gotta go back inside. So I was just in here in this corner putting some stuff away, and then I decided to open this box down here, and I totally forgot that this box is full of my stuff. So I feel like I should take this out or go through all my things, since I didn't even know this was still here. So let's see. I got some Barbie dolls that don't have clothes. Made this in a woodshop class in middle school. This is my diploma. Don't need this. So I'm just gonna go through all this, see what we can throw away. Some school projects. Trash. More dolls. Oh my gosh. My books. Wow. Oh, this used to be in my room. I used to have this hung in my room. Oh my gosh. Oh, this was when I went to the American Music Awards. Wow. That's actually kind of cool. I want to keep that. More books. Oh my gosh, I had so many books in here that I had to read for school. I can take all of these out. These were like my favorite books that I used to keep. I can get rid of all of this. All this stuff. I had no idea I had all this stuff, like crazy. Oh my gosh. Does anyone remember these? And it just keeps going. So many books. In this box, I also found a lot of my college paperwork and exams and notebooks. As I'm going through these, I kind of remember why I put them in this box, especially my college stuff. First of all, I thought I was going to use some of the stuff that I learned in school, and I thought it was going to be applied to my job and my career, but that never happened. They've just been sitting in this box for years. Also, I found some textbooks in there. College textbooks are expensive, and I remember feeling like I can't get rid of these because I spent so much money on them, and I didn't want them to go to waste, so I thought I would just keep them in this box. But as I'm going through this, all of this is going to be recycled, so I'm setting that aside in this bag. So I filled this gift bag with all of my schoolwork, paperwork. These are textbooks that I had in a binder. So this bag is just full of paper that we're going to recycle. Things that I do want to keep, like my yearbooks and stuff, I'm going to have to find something so I can take them home with me. Now that my box is gone with all my stuff, we created all this space now. It's so nice. I can't believe I didn't know that box sitting there this whole time was mine. That just makes me wonder what's in here and what's in here, but we're not gonna go through that right now. So if you guys have seen my garage decluttering videos, we had this shelf set up right here with the drinks and stuff, but clearly it's no longer here. My mom actually decided to use that in the kitchen to hold some other stuff, and actually looks way better in the house than it does here. So now we have this empty space again, but now we have the drinks back on the floor. So we have this rolling cart that you guys saw in my apartment declutter. So I'm wondering if I can store the drinks on here. Probably not all of them because it's not tall, but at least to just get some stuff off the ground. Again, this can be like a temporary situation. Let's see if this works.
Boxes in the bottom.
This one?
No. They don't usually sell those here, if at all.
This can go in there. Okay, so this little rolling cart actually worked for these drinks that were on the floor. It's not everything. We still have some water bottles and other things on the floor, but at least for the most part, this kind of works. I'm not sure if I can utilize the other rolling cart for the rest of those or if I should just donate it. Because I don't think there's anywhere else that rolling cart will work. But at least this looks good again. And then we're gonna better organize all this stuff. Just my dad is very particular with how he likes all this stuff, so he will work on that when he gets a chance. It's basically noon. I think it's time to start wrapping up. Only a handful of people have stopped by since I last checked in, so it's definitely time. So we're gonna start packing up and use the truck and take stuff to the donation center. I first decided to start with the pile of clothes on the floor. So I grabbed this giant black trash bag and started filling it up. 98% of these clothing items are my mom's. A few months ago, she went through a lot of her clothing items and she had this whole bag full of all these clothes, and we decided to hold on to the bag just for the purpose of this garage sale. So now that it's over, we can fill this bag back up again and take it to donations. But when we were packing up, my mom saw that we were putting stuff away. And she naturally, of course, wanted to see what was there. She wanted to sort through some of the things and just make sure that they were okay to go. When decluttering, this is why it's very important that you donate those items that you're letting go right away, or else you are tempted to go through the bag or the box and go through all those things again and maybe bring the clutter back into the home. My mom did grab a couple of items that she wanted to keep, but the rest of the bag went to donations. It's all gone, basically. Hi. That's it. Oh. What happened? Okay, we got the truck loaded up in the back and in the back seat. So we're gonna head over to donations.
Just close.
All right, cool. Thanks, bro.
Yeah, no problem.
You guys have a good day.
You too. Thank you. We're all done now. So I decided to use that rolling cart, just put it into the space where that big box was with my stuff. And I kind of designated this section as my nephew's stuff that my sister wants to keep for him. So this rolling cart holds his clothes, some toys, and all the other random stuff. This is also his toys too. So this little section right here is just for him. Then we have all the other drinks over here that are still on the floor. But now we have this extra space, which is really nice. It just made such a big difference with me taking my box out and going through that today and making this little designated section for my nephew. So that's about it for today's video. I am exhausted, mainly my feet from standing all morning into the afternoon. I haven't eaten lunch yet, so I'm gonna go get some lunch and then I'll see you guys in the next one.